How you doing, people? It's March 17th, St. Patty's Day, and I just wanted to talk about a couple things that are going on inside the news. Trump is at it again. His newest ban just got revoked. Can we get a clap to that? Let's get a little clap. If this is a well-oiled machine, man, I don't want a well-oiled machine because Trump, he is screwing up left and right. Like first his travel ban gets banned for the second time. So obviously there's something wrong with the ban. Now, CNN and other news agencies are saying that the judge in Hawaii that ruled on the ban that banned it again, he felt it was unconstitutional based on the comments that Trump has been making throughout his whole campaign. So it's like, you guys wanted a, forward speaking, somebody who's gonna just say it like it is and, put it all out there. And he's not afraid to be politically incorrect, which was not ever the case. It's not like people were ever afraid of being politically incorrect. They're just afraid of people not agreeing with their political incorrectness, if you will, which happens a lot because you're never going to get everybody to agree ever. So, you know what I mean? Let's stop it. But yeah, man, his travel ban got shot down for the second time. Honestly, he might as well just quit. Like, he needs to just quit it with the travel ban because it's not going to work. The courts know that he just wants to ban Muslims. They know this. So why would they accept any travel ban that's coming out of his administration? But other than that, Trump, he's just been screwing up, man. Like, there's really nothing left to say about Trump because, he's been in office, I think almost about 50, 60 days, something like that. And he's changed his legislation has changed nothing. It has not made us any safer. In fact, I believe it's divided us and it's opened up new wounds that you know what I mean, that are going to take time to heal because the way he's made the Muslim population feel in America, by causing people, hold on, son, I'm trying to do a show right now, by detaining people at the airport and you know what I mean, just basically treating people as if they're outsiders to this country. He's divided us. He's divided us even more. The political pundits can argue back and forth. This newscast people can, they can sit back and debate it as if they don't know that it's happening. They know it's happening. They see it's happening every single day, and there's just no way to stop it, man. But one thing we have to do as a community, whether it's the black community or just anybody who wants to see the nation do better, that community. One thing we have to do, we just gotta, ride it out pretty much and just hope for the best because, middle America has literally voted in a person that I don't even think is stable mentally for the job. Not only that, but this wiretap deal about Obama tapping the Trump towers, that has never been proven to have happened. The FBI says it never happened. I believe the Department of Justice even put out a statement that it's ridiculous. It's absolutely false. It's false claims, false flags, and these people are actually falling for it. These people are actually thinking that Trump is anything different. Trump is exactly the same. If anything, Trump is worse because Trump will lie to you and then tell you that that wasn't even a lie. You heard it wrong. And not only did you hear it wrong, but you're fake, you're a liberal, or you're fake news, or that's how he that's how he takes people's credit. Is he says they're fake news. An organization, he'll call it fake news, or he'll tell someone that, what I mean. He'll just basically insult someone. That's how he decredits people. I don't even know if that's a word, but I gotta use that word. I'm looking for a word right now. In any event, though, Trump is just, I'm just so sick of even seeing him at the podium speaking, because he's lying through his teeth, and the only people that believe him are his base. Those are the only people that believe him. And I'm not one of those guys who is like, you know what I mean? I want Trump to fail no matter if the country fails. No, I don't want that at all. I don't want that at all. I want this country to prosper. I don't want this country to fail, because if this country fails, I'm living in this country. You know what I mean? That's going to affect me and my family, and I just can't have that. You know what I mean? So I'm going to try to insulate my loved ones from this Trump-tastrophe, if that's what you want to call it. I'm going to call it a Trump-tastrophe, because it's sad, man. Like, I'm really hoping that, the market does not start reflecting the person that we have in office. Right now, we're doing pretty good. The market is up. It's still rising, even though, what I mean, we already know the system is screwed up. It's going to be a huge collapse sometime in the future. But, hey, man, if they can just keep it going for right now, then, hey, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Because these are problems. This government has been dealing with problems for years, and people just keep passing the buck, passing the buck, passing the buck. Even with the economy and the whole fiat system, we're not even on the gold standard anymore. So there's really nothing backing up these dollars, these paper dollar bills that you guys are spending out in the club, and you guys are throwing up in the air and making the stripper, bust it open and shit with. They're really worth nothing. They're worth the paper that they're printed on. Nothing. Okay? Because there's no representation of that dollar bill in our treasury or in our economic system. They just keep printing money out, and eventually the bubble is gonna burst, man. And I hope, I get through my lifetime without having to deal with it, because I could not imagine what that's gonna be like. You know what I mean? And somebody like Trump, you would think he's a businessman and he knows this and that about business, and he's so literate with his taxes, and it's just like, dude, he's not that's all he is a businessman. That's all he is a businessman. He's not anything special when it comes to politics. Hell, he has no freaking experience in politics. That's why I really don't understand how everyone who voted for him can sit back and literally vouch for this man who they've never seen work a day of politics until he stepped into the presidential office. He's a liar and a con artist, so I wouldn't even put it past him that those 2005 taxes were leaked by him, because who else would do it? That's a felony. You can't leak somebody's taxes, so that's a serious crime. I think it carries 5 years up to $15,000 fine, 5 years in jail. It's a pretty serious crime. Why would you release tax information from 10 years ago? Like, if someone, let's think about it this way, right? If someone were trying to damage Trump, okay, and let's say it was the person that did that year's taxes, right? Let's say he's trying to damage Trump. For one, that tax form was not damaging at all. If anything, it worked in Trump's favor, which is very suspicious if you ask me. It was that damn AC unit. But, aside from that, I just didn't see that information coming from any source but Trump, because it didn't do anything but made Trump look better. You know, someone's not going to risk going to jail, getting locked up with information that they intend on making someone look bad, but in the end, it just makes them look better. It's not going to happen. So, you know, I just wanted to give you guys a little update on that. It's really sad what's going on in the news, because our media does not hold these people's feet to the fire. They don't hold Trump's feet to the fire, and they don't hold any politician's feet to the fire. Oh, and not to mention, let's talk about Sean Spicer. Sean Spicer is a low down, dirty. He's a creep, man. Like, if you can stand there in front of the American people, and I don't care who you work for, I don't care if you do work for the President of the United States, if you are told to peddle a lie, if you are told to fabricate something to the American people, and you go through with that and you actually accomplish that mission and you lied to the American people for the president, you're a disgrace to America. Okay, if the president is lying to us, or if he's trying to convince us of something that's not true, and you're helping him, you are a disgrace to America. So you can go ahead, you can have your little meetings that you guys have, and you can be aggressive. Lately, he's been getting pretty aggressive with these news people. Just like recently, he called, I forgot what his name is, but one of the newscasters from CNN, he basically implied that he was unintelligent, that he had no intelligence, you know, and it's just sad where this administration is going. I'm really, really disheartened at this administration. Not that I had a lot of faith in this government to begin with, but this administration is literally the worst I've seen in my time, and I'm 30 years old now, so I've only seen about 4 administrations, I think, and this is the worst. This is the 4th one. This is the worst. I'm sorry, I've seen about 5. I was around during a couple of the George Bush years back in the 80s. Back in the 80s, baby, because I'm an 80s baby. Anyways, if you guys like the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Hey, come back for more. I got more videos and updates for you guys, all right? Peace.